Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah Kodash. Also as well, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that continue to rule very well to this very day, that is feeding the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And also as well, shalom to the hopefully elect as well, that's continuing to labor in his work, and also continue to labor to show for your diligence to make your calling and election sure, in faith, in truth and sincerity, and also in all charity. All right. Now, haven't came up with a topic for this video as of yet. You know, it's pretty basically hit my feed recently here. And, you know, I have an article regarding the current state of, you know, the supply of food and how this is all leading towards the ushering in the mandating of the MOTB, okay? In which is spoken about in the book of Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, okay? And, you know, the things that are happening around the world, you know, is building up this prophecy concerning the MOTB, all right? In which, concerning the prophecy, you know, everybody is going to be forced to accept it, or rather everybody's going to be forced to accept this new form of transactions. Okay, and you know this system has been in place and has been steadily being built up to the point to where they are now closer to rolling out this new wave of transactions. Because if you notice in the economy, you know the economy is down bad right now, you know, and it is getting worse and worse, you know. Which now is starting to is getting to the point to where there's a response to what's going on around the world. You know, there's no coincidence that there's food shortages. You know, it's no coincidence that the food shortages is having a ripple effect across the entire world. You know, because America is feeling it. You know, it was a time to where, you know, these things were happening, you know, in other parts of the world. You know, these are problems that you will normally find in what, you know, Esau Edom, which is the true biblical nationality, the so-called white man. You know, this is what he would deem as being a third world country, you know, not having food. But guess what? That reality is now settling here on the soils of America. Okay, now the food that's here in America, you know, is I mean, compared to back in the day, so to speak. You know, food was, you know, it was, you know, more higher quality, you know, it was, you know, basically readily available. But now the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, who these people inwardly call God and Jesus, is now making it to where now the supply is dwindling, you know, and this is all feeding into the famine. And the famine, which is spoken about within the scriptures, is letting you know, or the prophecy concerning famine, you know, in the scriptures, in particular, the book of Ezekiel, the 4th chapter and the 5th chapter, you know, going to the last few verses, it speaks about the famine being increased. Okay, and this is how it's being done. It's being increased, all right, by way of what you see today. Okay, you know, with the food shortages, and you know, there's other factors on the planet Earth that's contributing to the food supply running short. Okay, you know, that's why you have the conflict going on in Russia, between Russia and Ukraine, you know, and that is having an impact on, you know, the supplies that are here, okay, which, like I said, is causing a ripple effect. You know, certain resources are needed in order to fulfill, you know, certain I don't want to say requirements, but to fulfill certain duties, you know, concerning having food, you know, being grown, you know, being cultivated and delivered, you know. And the way it's being done is by, when you see these gas prices, the price for oil skyrocketing, you know, is hurting, you know, farmers and so on and so forth. All right, so it's gonna lead towards what you see right now. All right, to where they're gonna be rationing out certain foods. All right, and it's gonna be done digitally. Okay, it's gonna be done all by computer, all by the system. Okay, who's receiving this amount of food, who basically who grabbed this, what time they made, what time they picked up the food, they have your name, your residence, where you live, okay? All that's a part of this system, and this system is not only here in America, it's all across the world, all right? Because Esau Edom, which again is the true biblical nationality, the so-called white man, his system does not just stop at America. His system stretches to the far reaches of the planet Earth, all right? Because he has the dominion, pursuant to Job, the 9th chapter and the 24th verse, okay? Well, I'm going to go ahead and hop into the article I have here, and then I'm going to grab a couple of precepts, and I'll close it out. But because I don't want to make this too long. So this is the headlines, right, for this digital food rationing, right? So it says Iran, all right? This is going on in Iran right now. It says digital food rationing rolls out using biometric IDs amid food riots, all right? So see, now as a response to food riots, all right? That's why you have a term, pressure from above and pressure from below, all right? And then, it's called the Hegelian dialectic, all right? If you can look that up, Hegelian dialectic, all right? And basically, just to give a summary of what that is basically, like I said, pressure from above and pressure from beneath. You have two forces fighting against each other, right? Two forces that are against each other, right? And from that conflict, comes out an answer or a solution, all right, to end it, all right? And that's what you're seeing right now happening right before your very eyes. Now you see a response, right, from the people, okay? And now here's the answer, okay? So, just reading a little bit here, right? It says Iran, like I said, you can look up this article yourself if you want to. You can read more, okay? It says Iran is set to be the first country to roll out a food rationing scheme based on new biometric IDs, all right? And see, that's what it has been circling around this current world, biometrics, okay? Using the body itself to identify you, okay? Instead of just relying on, papers, your IDs that you carry in your wallet, they're not going to stop at that, man. No, it's going to get to the point to where you're going to be the wallet, okay? You're going to be the wallet. You're going to be the ID, okay? By using your biometrics, okay? It says where vaccine, or Max, should I say, if you can't say the B word, passports failed, right? Because they tried to do that, right? Make passports, okay? And then that was a botch, right? Because it's something, because that's not going to be what's going to be used in order to have everything under complete control, or to have everything monitored, okay? The passports are not gonna do it, okay? They need something better, all right? Food passports will now be eagerly accepted by hungry people, right? And and when it comes to hunger, man, people will do anything to eat, okay? That's one of the biggest major major driving forces behind the reasoning, the reasoning behind, people do outlandish things. Do people go out of their way, even putting their lives in danger in order to eat, okay? So what's going to happen when you have hungry people that's wanting to eat, wanting to feed their families? What are they going to do? All right, here, and this is what the solution that they're giving, okay? So again, Slovakia. So it says Iran is set to be the first country to roll out a food rationing scheme based on new biometric IDs, okay? Where Max jab passports failed, food passports will now be eagerly accepted by hungry people who can't afford rapidly inflating food prices. See that? Because you have hyperinflation that's happening right now. Food, as you know it, is the prices are going up, man. And we kept saying this over and over again. Look, you're gonna go into the store. It's gonna be a day where you go into the store, okay? You're gonna see a loaf of bread, and that loaf of bread could be $10, man. $10, $15 because of inflation. Okay? This is what we're headed towards, man. All right. And like I said, this is the solution that they're bringing out. Okay. It says this is the realization of a long-standing agenda by the Rockefeller, and we know about the Rockefellers. I mean, and now it's common knowledge of who they are, and not only them. All right, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, DuPonts, Oppenheimers, all of them, man. Okay, they're all in conglomerate in making this happen. This is what their agenda. This is what they're trying to do. Okay, they're moving. They're moving the way that the economy is operated. All right, they're moving away from the old system, right, which is based on debt, with the Federal Reserve. Okay, now they're moving it to something that is more personal, quote unquote personal. Okay, and from that transition, all right, that's where they're going to be able to regulate everything. Okay, and I mean everything. All right. It says the realization of a long-standing agenda by the Rockefeller, like I said, Rothschilds, the rest, the DuPonts, Oppenheimers, right? UNWEF crowd to as Kissinger, all right, which he's also plugged in, all right. He's one of the super rich, okay, the Kissinger family. It says control food and control people. And that's the point, all right. You control the food, you control the people, and that's true, all right. Like I said, if a person is hungry, they'll go in and out of their way to do anything to get food. Okay. That's why you see these movies, like these post-apocalyptic movies. What's the main thing that they look for? Food. Okay. So same thing is going to be just like today, man. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the precepts. First, I want to grab prophecy, right, in the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter. And this is at the 16th verse, right? It says, and he calls it all right, everybody, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, all right? Now, this mark is something that's physical, all right? That's why you see news circulating about how they're developing, a biometric ID, all right, to basically do transactions or to obtain certain resources, okay? So, continuing on, right? It says, getting my bearings here. It says in that no man might buy or sell. Okay, buy or sell. That's the point. Buy or sell. All right, do transactions. Make purchases. Okay, and even to do business. All right. So that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, that's the mark. That's the MOTB. Okay, the mark to the two, to the beast. All right. Yeah, I had to mix it up a certain way in order for you to understand it. For you new brothers, right? New people that are watching, right? Slakia. But I believe that's it on this precept. But yeah, that's the prophecy concerning the MOTB, man. All right, and this article I just brought out is showing you that this is we are inches away from this prophecy being in full swing, man. All right, and that's really the major prophecy that we're waiting on. After this, that's it. We're out of here, man. Okay. So it's good that they're doing this, right? Because now it's fulfilling the things which are written, okay? But I'm gonna grab this next precept. So this is the book of Ezekiel, the 4th chapter, okay? And this is at verse 16. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, all right? And that's mainly targeting our people, man, all right? Because our people are going to feel it the most, all right, out of everybody that's here, okay? So, because these things which are written, when it says Jerusalem, it's talking about you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right? It's talking about you Israelites, okay? So, again, it says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care. See that? It says they'll eat bread by weight and with care. Okay, rationing. All right. And they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. Again, rationing. Okay. It says that they may want bread and water and be astonished or astonished. All right. one with another and consume away for their iniquity. All right. So now it's to the point where it's being rationed, man. And like I said, this is happening. This article is showing that it's happening in Iran. But guess what? It's going to make its way here, man. And then you already see it with the rising food prices. Okay. So this is going to become a reality very soon for every single person that you see here in America, man. All right. And that's why everything's contributed to the famine. All right. That famine, man, you know, people downplaying it. But look, when the famine makes us full entrance, so to speak. All right. These people are going to lose it, man. All right. But these people, they can't go a day without eating, man. All right. That's why the scriptures, promotes fasting, and that means to abstain from food and water. Okay. But these people, they don't have any sort of restraint to be able to do that. All right. Because, it's a well-known fact in America, the average American that you see walking around eats at least three hours each time in a single day. Average American, this is fact. A regular American, an average American they eat 3 hours and throughout the day. Every 3 hours they're eating. Okay. So America's going to feel it the most out of the whole world, because these people have been bred to be in that spirit of eating. All right. To be merry. Okay. To riot, to basically be in a lackadaisical spirit, man. All right. So when this rolls out, okay, they're going to gladly take it. Okay. But the elect of the nation of Israel, all right, we're not going to take it. Lord's will, we're part of that number. Okay. We're not going to take that, man. All right. Why? Because we know what it's about. All right. Taking the MOTB makes you a permanent. Now, I'll say this again. I said it before. Taking the MOTB is going to make you a permanent American. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out on that note. Lord's will is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Till next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. They're real well to this day. And also as well, Shalom, peace and safety, and salutations to the hopefully elect. Continuing to labor in his work and labor to show for your diligence to make your call and election sure, in faith, in truth and sincerity, and all charity. And with that, go say Shalom.